Ready, bang! Mate, I've pressed the record button, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Aussie ArmWrestler Podcast. And as you can see, I'm very lucky enough to have someone straight from Hollywood themselves. They've starred in Marvel movies, they've starred in Sorry, what? That's not Spider-Man. Who the fuck is this? Oh. No, only joking. This man has competed in Arm Wars. You've seen him on WAL. He's one of the Aussie Arm Wrestlers' favourites. He's a part of the Slough Slammers Arm Wrestling Club all the way from London. Can everyone welcome the machine, Tom Holland. Tom Holland, how the fuck are ya?
Not too bad. How the fuck are you?
Oh, mate, absolutely pumped. Fucking unreal that you've taken some time to come on the show. We tried to put some money to get, the real Tom Holland from Spider-Man, but we've got you, which is, it's not too bad. But the first question I've got to ask is, what's it like being the second most famous person in Slough? Because obviously the most famous person in Slough is David Brent. From The Office, Ricky Gervais.
Oh, I never watched that show.
Wanker.
Never heard of him.
Oh, absolutely shocking. So what's gonna happen, my man? Clearly, I'm from Australia, you're from England. So it comes with no surprise that we always have to battle from the ashes in some spot. So throughout the podcast, we're going to be playing some games to ensure that we have a winner, to ensure that the Australian and England rivalry continues. So we're just going to start straight off the bat. The first game, it's called Put It On Your Head. Have you got a beer on you?
Do you know what? I do.
Magnificent. Now, see, this is what happens when you come on the Aussie Arm Wrestler Podcast. You better have a fucking beer ready. Have a beer with me. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Guess what it is as well.
Oh, from being living from England. There was a bit of London pride. I remember pouring the London pride from the pumps. What is there? I didn't mind a pint of cold Carling. I would have to go. I reckon you're a bit of a Carlsberg man.
Right, you're wrong.
All right, I'll give you that point. That's 1 point to England.
Yes, get in, 1-0. Right, I'm a bit of a Stella man myself. But I thought for the occasion, I better do a good call. Foster's.
You know what the funny thing is? The best thing about this is no one in Australia drinks Foster's.
No way.
It's dog piss. I would rather, if I was at the pub and you accidentally sneezed in an ashtray, I would fucking rather drink that than Foster's. But funny enough, when I used to live in England, Foster's over there, they must do something different to it because it tastes beautiful. Foster's in England tastes beautiful, but no one in Australia. I love that you've got in and got Foster's. You're a legend. But yeah, no one drinks it here. First game, plain and simple, put it on your head. When we say ready, go, we're going to scull our drink. And to ensure that you finish your drink, put it on your head.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So
you're already up 1-0.
Disadvantage.
You call it.
All right, hopefully there's a delay on the camera. All right. I see you got a little bit of advantage there.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what.
I don't want
to be called a cheater.
Well, it's Australian, isn't it? All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, cheers. Fuck that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey!
Yeah, 1-1. That's all right, mate. You don't have to finish it.
I did finish it. It was just a delay, weren't there?
Yeah, drinking from the can. Nah, beauty. Yeah, look at that.
Well done.
I've sculled a beer with Tom Holland, mate. Cheers for that, mate. You're an absolute superstar.
Cheers, mate. Nice one.
That's game. So it's 1-1. 1-1, Australia versus England. Stay tuned to the podcast. Battle of the Ashes throughout it. So just quickly, I was having a bit of a read, and your parents were arm wrestlers.
Yeah.
Your mum and dad.
Yeah, they used to compete in the early 90s to mid-90s.
Mate, I was reading that and I thought, before I start looking like a wanker and searching your parents on YouTube, I thought I better confirm it first before I come across something weird. So then, like, did you have to do every chore in the house? Were you sucked in? It'd be like, Tom, clean your room. I'm not cleaning my room. I tell you what, I'll arm wrestle you for it. And if you get it, if you can pin me, I'll do all the chores. Fuck oath. Bang. Flash pin by your mum.
Well, yeah. Do you know what? That last bit's right. You used to get flash pinned by my mum. But I never used to be brave enough to try and even challenge them. They used to just accept it. They say, do your room. I'm like, all right, straight on it. No questions asked. How strong I see them when I was younger, I was like, I'm not even going to try and argue. No, not worth it.
So what was it like? What was it like back then? Would you go to the comps with them?
I went to a few. They went to a lot of comps abroad. I didn't go to many. The ones that I did go to, I was too young to remember. Like probably like 3-4 years old. Because by the time I got to about 5 or 6, my mum and dad were competing abroad a lot. So and obviously then it weren't. Well, they didn't want to bring me. They thought to leave me at home.
Fucking hell. Geez, that'd be pretty cool, like, growing up in high school and people try and make your mum jokes. And then you just be like, my mum can literally break your arm. Come over.
Yeah, mum will.
Come over. You want to make mum jokes? My mum will snap your fucking arm straight off. My mum struggles to snap biscuits. Your mum's snapping your mate's arms off at high school. Fucking hell. Oh, no, that's awesome. But like straight into it, unfortunately with the shit travel restrictions and everything's going on, like everyone was looking forward to another season of WAL. Were there talks about you coming back onto the 600 series?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was quite a bit of talks, yeah. I think I've got a match guaranteed anyway, near enough, after Adam and Jamie. So I want to get my hands on Adam just to move him out of the way, sort of thing. Just get him off the path.
Oh, mate, we will get to that. Don't fucking jump the gun. Let me pretend I'm like semi-professional. I fucking want to dive into that. Not a problem. So they were. Did you say looking to put you up against Jamie Sheldon?
No, against Adam Wilmot. I don't know. Yeah, they're not even. They're not confirmed it yet. But I can see that as a match that's most probably going to happen eventually.
So that means you'd be... So would you be competing middleweight or lightweight then?
Lightweight. I'll still be lightweight.
No, not your beer drinking skills. I meant your weight division.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I thought you might have stayed in lightweight because there's so many... Yeah, there's so many matchups. Absolutely so many matchups in that division that you could just absolutely run through. And because I think it was last year you competed in middleweight against Giannis?
No, that was lightweight. That's still lightweight, yeah.
Oh, did Giannis drop down? Fuck.
Yeah, but I don't know how heavy he was. I know he was a little bit heavier than me on the weigh-in day.
Oh, we're not dumb. If the requirements say 77 kilos for lightweight, everyone's cutting 8-9 kilos the week before. So, we're not dumb, and then suddenly they're literally eating a cow for dinner and other stuff as well. Yeah. It says lightweight 77 kilos, but Giannis can come in weighing 110 kilos on so long as he weighs in at 77 kilos. We had it here in Nationals. We had some absolute superstars, and I watched guys drop 7 kilos in a week, and then they weighed in 24 hours. It's just that just happens in sport. But that was even though it didn't go your way. I loved that matchup. Didn't go your way. I loved you having control with Giannis, and I am all about shit talking. I fucking love it, and I don't even care that it happened. You locked Giannis in, and I tell you what, I would feel like I had a 12-inch dick as well if I felt having hand control with Giannis, and then you were just giving him the gob, and I was like, and that was probably my first Tom Holland experience. And even though Giannis got advantage, and one, I was just like, fuck, I can get behind this guy. Absolutely. Because I said it with Blue, and I was talking with Mike A.O. Unfortunately, that podcast didn't happen. Like, I love the sport, and everyone's been unreal. We're just all too fucking polite. Just too polite. So when I come across Facebook, and fuck it, let's go into it now, and we'll go back to competing in WAL. I come across Facebook, and your mate, that I'm sure you want to have plenty of beers with, the Angry Bird, Adam Wilmot, and I was listening to it. Look, if I was a wrestling promoter, I wouldn't book either of you. Your promos are terrible. But I just loved, two people had beef. And my understanding of it, he was like, oh, my name was only mentioned once. Then someone's name was mentioned 17 times. But afterwards, I'll call it, we're competing for the same prize. And I understand that Tom has a cute accent and that cute face. So he's clearly talking about women. I think what's happening... Yeah, he's nodding his head. Yes! So you've gone to an event. There's been the sometimes the tournaments and competitions get in the way of the real fun, the after pulling, the beer drinking. And you've both... what sounds like it's happened on numerous occasions, or it's the one person numerous times where he's fancied, he's fucking fancied a lad, you know, and then just suddenly she or he, 2020, whatever you... and she sat there and gone, no,
no thanks.
Blake with the London accent just tickling my fancy. So we can confirm he's a bit annoyed that it was over a woman.
Yeah, I think that's his main problem. It is.
So what are his other problems? Is it because you've both? Well, there was because I watched your rebuttal, loved you even more. Look. I'll never be your arm wrestling coach. Your shit talking coach. We can work together. You know, you came in all guns blazing, and then it was like suck a hard boiled egg, and I was like, oh wow, that was kind of like getting a wristy and then stopping halfway. But that's another. But yeah, so like you were getting mentioned, and it's a chick, and then you came back, and what I love is you said the fix was in with Jeff Hale. Tell me about that. Why is the fix in? Why did you call it? Was it just to fucking wind him up? And like, I think that's one thing I love about Adam Wilmot is he just fucking takes the bait. I don't even care if it's a show. He takes the bait. We need this in arm wrestling. So now I want to watch Tom Holland, Adam Wilmot, because they got fucking beef. So, yeah. Tell me why the fix was in.
You see Jeff, didn't you? First team match, he was fast asleep. Jeff, yeah. That's not Jeff. It's obviously I said it to get Adam. Everyone knew, like you said, he was going to bite straight away. So obviously that's why I'm going to say it. But be wrong not to, wouldn't it? Oh. So I'm saying what a lot of people are thinking as well. So I'm just voicing it for everyone else, just for him to hear.
So yeah.
But the thing is, Jeff, you see, after the third round, Jeff just changed it up all of a sudden. It's like he woke up. As soon as he woke up, that was it.
Oh,
first team matches,
definitely underestimated him and just went, this is yeah. Okay, you're a bit better than what I thought. Little bit better. So yeah, so I get that, yeah, and then 1-3-2, like entertaining, but yeah, I was just loving it. And why hard-boiled eggs?
He's a bird, isn't he?
Oh, it's just yeah, you're just sitting there in your gym.
Some of the faces that he pulls, it looks like he's laying hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah, fucking why not? It was, yeah, I was just like, come on, mate, give me something here, Tom. Give me something, Tom. I was like, yeah, he's getting real serious here. And then, yeah, suck some hard-boiled eggs. So, here we go. I've taken over WAL. I'm booking it. 6:01. You versus Adam Wilmot. How does it turn out?
Oh, smash him.
Smash him?
Oh, mate. Be no contest. Literally no contest. The training I've been doing now, especially, obviously a lot of gym time and that, so just my overall strength, I feel a lot better.
So some of those lifts, man, I've been watching, and you guys will see Tom's Instagram handle will be above his head as you're watching the podcast. And some of your lifts, for someone like that's 6'3" in a lightweight division, yeah, some of your lifts have been quite impressive. So you're feeling good. So are you just flash pinning him 3-0? Are you just going to bleed him out and just give him the shit talk? Tell me how the 3 rounds go.
Do you know what? I'm not going to give him any shit talk. It's going to be a bit of a boring match, to be honest, because I'm not going to hold back. It's like I said, first match. He thinks I can't top roll him.
Okay.
He thinks he'll roll me out. I can't see anyone getting out my hand and wrist. If I want it to go inside, it's going to go inside. I can't see anyone stopping it, especially him. So yeah, first match, I'll probably even let him go for the hit to see what he can do, then bring him back. Second match, I'll just plant straight in there. It's pure dominant. Third match, I might even dad move him. Just grab him.
Bang!
If his arm locks, he's coming over the table.
I think if that happened, I think I would probably do about 47 videos on that with my commentary. If you dad moved it, got him over the table, fucking bang! That would just be, out of this world. That is so good. I just can't comprehend how happy I am. So then you've got him, bang, first pin. You've just gone fucking bang. What do you say to him?
Nothing. Nothing.
Yes, I think with all my sports playing, I think that's the best. If you make someone feel irrelevant, I think that is the best. If you pinned him and called him Alex, I think that would just be the best. If you went bang and went, is that all you got, Alex? Oh, I reckon that you can have that one, and that would be the best. If you, boom, yeah, whatever, Alex. There you go. Oh, that would be gold. So then we're in WAL. You've gone away with Adam Wilmot. Besides, obviously, everyone wants the hammer. Say you can't have the hammer shot. Who do you want to pull, and who would you like to get? Say like revenge or another crack at, or would be just because like the saying goes, styles make matches. So one, who do you want? Who do you want? Would love to be on the Tom Holland machine hit list, and who would just be someone that would fucking put bums on seats?
Right, the person I really want at right now is Yanis.
Go back, yes.
He's the main person I'm thinking about at the minute, because I look back at the match. You always look back at the match, don't you, and think I could have done this, I could have done that. But all the time, everyone does it.
Mate, I would be heavyweight champion if I could get into my hindsight vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, yeah. And, like, I'm a huge Giannis fan. He came to Australia a couple of years ago. But, yeah, fuck yeah. The fact that you want to go back and have another crack is, I think that guy's unbelievable. Yeah, good.
He is.
Get that trophy fish.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's a world-class wrestler, and he's been multiple world champion. He's probably one of the best, like, 75, 80 kilo pullers.
Yeah.
Like the world's ever seen, one of the top. At least technical wise.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
Sam. And I think as well.
The guy's sound.
I think I can. Sorry, I was going to say. I think now I know what to do with him. I know what to work with. I felt everything that he's got, and I felt strong in some places. There's just a few gaps that I missed. I felt so. I think if I can control them gaps, could be a different story.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because on paper it says 3-0 Giannis, but when you watch it, it's not 3. Like technically it's 3-0, but it was impressive with what you did. Like there weren't easy pins. You know, you were both reading each other. You could have even taken a pin. It was the first or second round when you were just talking to him. You felt in control.
Yeah.
If you just went through with it, it could have been 3-1, or that could have just changed it. Because as you know, mental is everything when it comes to arm wrestling. But yeah, fuck yeah, Giannis. Yeah, get that trophy.
The thing with Giannis on that match, he literally outsmarted me. He was making me chase. The more I was chasing, he was holding back. He's waiting for me. I'm going. It probably didn't look like it. I was showboating, but I'm still going all flat out pressure. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm just not showing him.
Yeah.
So it got to a point. Eventually, I was still showboating, and then I'm thinking, "Fuck it, I'll give up already. Just give up." And he started edging more, but I could feel it going as well. And I'm like, "Oh no, here it comes." I was like, "Fuck's sake."
Nah, fuck it.
But he's a world-class puller, so to even get a pin off him would be a result.
You were close though. You were close. So then, is there like, because now the WAL are moving to that. Let's get some celebrities in. Let's get some people with some following in. You saw Juji Mufu get flashed by Mike Alo, and it was supposed to be Eddie Hall, one of your guys
RVJ.
From over there against RVJ. One, is it good for the sport? What's your opinion on that? 2, who's the famous person that you're going to flash pin?
Right, it's definitely good for the sport. It's just getting a much wider audience. You're getting everyone from like the strongman background fans. They're all going to be. A lot of them will be coming over to the arm wrestling just to watch Eddie Hall coming into it. And Juji Bufu, all of his fans. There's going to be so many of them that are crossing over to the arm wrestling. You got so many other guys that are getting into it as well, like Larry Wheels and so many names. So if anything, it's good for it. Really, it's nothing but good. It's just getting the sport more and more popular to a wider audience. So
yeah,
I'm
all for it. I'm all for it. But where my conflict happens is, one, if you're only having 5 matches on the card, you have a 6th match. That's an extra match. Like, I don't want to sit there and it's like, all right, well, we've got fucking Spider-Man ready to go and he's coming in 77 kilos. Let's put him against Giannis. We were going to have Giannis versus you for the number 1 contender. Let's just put the English, let's get Spider-Man in. As long as it doesn't take anyone's spot, I love it. But then I think if you're that person, so if they're like, Tom, the Machine, we're going to put you, I feel you can get like stigmaed into that celebrity pulling, and I just don't think you can win because, say, Tom Holland versus The Rock, and you just go bang and pin him, then it's, well, The Rock's just going to go, well, this was shit. I turned up. I got pinned by a guy 40 kilos lighter than me. But then if you hold him and Mike A.O. let Juju Mufu pin him, then it's a bit like, well, you just let a newcomer pin you. So it's like, it's like, cool. If I was up to your guy's standard, it's cool that it's fucking happening. Just don't put me in the match. That's what I'd be all about.
Yeah, especially if I think if you're a pro arm wrestler and you're going against like a celebrity, say, you should at least, even if you're going to win the match, still try and make it a bit more entertaining, because it can be a bit demoralising for these other people that are outside of arm wrestling looking to come into it, like these big names. If they get wiped the floor with, they might turn around and think, "Oh, why am I going to bother with this again?"
Absolutely.
And that could damage it from coming to the next show. They might think, "Oh, I don't want to do that again," and that's going to lose a fan base that way.
Yeah, and you can't win, because then if you sit there and hold him, and yeah, all right, you've had your fun. Now, opinion, it's like, oh well, fucking Tom Holland was being disrespectful to The Rock and things like that. It's I just think you can't win. I just think
you can't. There's always someone that's not happy. Always.
Oh, of course. I think Juju Mufu, because he spent some time with Devin and all that, like kind of understood it. So I think that went well. Like Mike Ali just went pin, toyed with him, let him win, and then flashed him again. And Juju Mufu's been great ever since.
Finally finished.
Oh, fucking hell. It's sunlight here. We started the podcast at 9:15 in Australia, and by the time you finished that, not only did you get your nurse's degree, but the sun's come up. I was just looking for something to fucking talk about, Tom, so I could sit there and go, I finally had a beer with Tom Holland.
I said, do you know what? That's all I've been thinking about the whole way through this chat now. I was thinking, I need to finish this beer. I need to get it over with as soon as possible. No, not really. I'm on the second one now.
Beautiful. Let me crack another one before the second game of Battle of the Ashes. I've just kind of made this game up as we've been chatting. It's called Hook, Press, Top Roll.
Yep.
All I've done is just taken rock, paper, scissors and changed the names because I'm so fucking clever. So we're gonna have a super match best of 5. So obviously rock is your hook.
Yep.
Your press is your paper. And then you can either you just go the scissors, fucking, let's not confuse the fans. And go the scissors for a top roll. And the way we get it, and it's on the 4th one. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th one, don't fucking cheat, Tom. I'll rate you as a puller.
I'm waiting for the delay. You've got to be smart about this stuff, ain't everything's in the advantage.
I can see, my laptop fucked up.
Guys froze. Oh no. Start again.
All right, here we go. Fucking ready. Bang! The Aussie ArmWrestler versus the Machine. Tom Holland in a super match series. Hook, press, top roll. Let's go. Alrighty. Alright, up there. You got it fucking. They look like arms, but only smaller. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, knots with string. Knots in string, innit?
Alright. 1, 2,
3,
4. Oh, couple of top rollers. That's a draw.
Shit.
Let's go again. All right.
1,
2, 3,
4.
Top roll beats the press. 1-0 to Tom Holland. All righty.
Cutting through.
All right, go to your corner. I should get my wife's upstairs. I should get a Babe, can you just come and massage me wrist? Tom Holland's giving me a fucking touch up over here. Jesus, alrighty. 1-0 Tom Holland, okay.
Yes, come on.
Alright. I'm going hook this time. I'm going hook.
Are we best out of 3 or best out of 5?
Best out of 5. WAR rules.
Yeah,
best out of 5.
You're going hook.
Alright, I'm going hook. I'm going hook. Here we go.
Cool.
1,
2,
3. Press beats hook. 2-0 down. 2-0 down.
2-0.
All right. I've got a feeling this is a bit of Adam Wilmot, Jeff Hale here. I reckon I might have given you these first 2.
Oh, I don't know. You tried double bluffing me then.
Okay, so he he called it. He knows I'm a bit of a smart ass, so he fucking, all right. So you've gone that one. Strategise it.
All right, I'm going scissors this time.
He's going the top roll. You're a cheeky fucker, Tom. But now you've got the mental games going. Now you're in my head. Oh.
Here we go. What am I doing?
Oh. Alrighty. All right, let's go. You ready? On the fourth
yeah.
One, two, three,
four.
Press. Oh, fucking good. He said he's got the top roll. I've just been clean sweeped. 3-0. Fuck. Oh, you wouldn't believe it, mate. Just checking the time here. Hello? I've got to go. Oh, you jerk.
Oh, hang on. This is what happened with Mikey. Hello, weren't it? It did record, didn't it? The show.
Yeah. Oh, what? You cut? Nah, fucking.
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't even win. I can't even win a game against you. So that's 2-1. If you keep and score at home, that's 2-1 up. Tom won. I didn't guess the beer that he was drinking. The second one, I won the sculling comp, and he's just beat me in hook, paper, top roll. No, did he win? He's fucking embarrassed me. 3-0. Got in my mind. The mind game. He shit talked me. Unbelievable. So we're rolling straight into the third game. We're going to swap accents. I'm just going to ask you a question. YouTube's going to decide. Our fans are going to decide who wins this one. So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, but I'm going to ask it in a British accent, and I need you to answer it in an Aussie accent. And then YouTube's going to decide whose accent was better.
Oh, shit. Go on, let's do it.
Go on, fucking hell, man. Here with a fucking machine, Tom Holland. You don't pronounce fucking H's over there when you live in Halifax up north there, Tom Holland. Fucking hell, man. I've got the machine here. And the fucking thing I want to know, man. I fucking want to know. All right, gobshite. You fucking beat me. All right, gobshite. I want to fucking know. Tell me what your favourite fucking match is. And tell me about the worst fucking venue you've ever pulled in.
Oh, shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. I want to do this. No. Hang on. I'll do it.
Give it a crack.
All right, mate. I'm fucked. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm done. Do you know what? I can't compete with your accent. That was actually really good. I can't.
Look, I kind of had a bit of advantage there. My old man, bless his soul, he was born in Ireland and grew up in Halifax. I grew up. That's why I love the British humour and things like that. So just taking the piss out of Dad for the first 15 years had a bit of an advantage there. But go on, tell us anyway your favourite match. You can do it in your normal accent. And the worst place you've ever fucking pulled.
Right, my best match is got to be Joseph Levi.
Yeah.
The one you done the commentary on. Yeah, by far. I'll never forget that match. That was just screamer. That was all that. Like I was saying, I was with Yanis. Like it looked like I weren't trying, but I was. Joseph, I was showing I was trying, so I was that extra bit and fuck it all the way through. That's by far the hardest I've ever been pushed.
He's very entertaining. He was very entertaining, and I think that's when I was that was coming onto the stage with that match, where I kind of thought I was doing something relatively fresh in arm wrestling because I just threw it out there and I was like, "Hey guys, what should be my 50th match?" I just put it out there, and then fucking Tom Holland slides into my DMs. And he's like, check this one out. And I was like,
this one up.
Yeah, and then fucking bang. Yeah, that was an absolute ripper with that one. I absolutely, yeah. And I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun calling that one. That one was ace. And where's like the worst place you've ever pulled? Like you've just turned up and it's like, all right, we've got Slough Championships fucking, up the road. You know, have you ever pulled in just a real fucking dodgy pub and just gone, ugh?
Yeah. When I first started, about a year into it, do you know what? It was my first competition that I won. First competition. It was an amateur competition. Fucking, there was 2 people in it. 3 people in it. In my class. So you know, I've done all right. I've done quite well.
Well, it's better than not winning it.
Yeah, exactly. I could have lost. At least I would have got top 3 still.
Yeah. Whereabouts was that?
That was in Hackney in London.
Hackney.
Yeah, there was a pub called the Ruskin Arms. And it was a bit of like it was like a pub. It was a bit like a gothy grunger sort of back room in there, and it was on the stage sort of thing. You had all this art, like gothic-y art on the walls, and it's quite you go into the toilets and that's fucking covered in everything. Fucking. It's like, look, let's just do this competition and go. Let's go home. let's get the trophy and go home. Let's go to the kebab shop. Use toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly don't miss that living over there.
Nah, it's all right in bits.
Yeah, well, every joint's got their shit dodgy pubs. That's
it.
That's unreal. But speaking of competitions, Brett, yeah. For those that don't know, Tom Holland's come onto the scene because he's fucking British champion, and that's no slouch. He's done it, especially on the left arm, and that's what WAL need to do: host more events and have left arm comps. Because your background from 2016 to 2019 was unreal, especially on the left arm, the left arm. Because I think it was 2016, you were 70 in the 70 kilos. 2018, 2019, you're in the 80 kilos. No, 2017, you're in the 80 kilos. Then you hit puberty, finally, in 2018, and you're in the 100 kilos. Was that just you just sat there and went, well, these guys are fucking crap. I'm pulling heavy. Or did you just go through a fat phase a couple of years ago and had too many kebabs after taking Adam Wilmot's girlfriends all the time?
No, it wouldn't matter about the kebabs. I was burning it off. For them weight classes and that, obviously my first British title was against Craig Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, and I always want to make sure that happened as well. Like I thought, if I ever want to win a British title, the first one's got to be against him because he's held it. He was 16 years in a row unbeaten in the country. So I automatically had it in my head, like I've got to get him. And then as soon as I got him, I could have stayed in the 80s. I would have kept having battles with him like through the years. But then I thought I want to try and just win as many weight classes as I can. So then I went to the 100 kilo class the year after that. Then I went to the 90 kilo class last year. Won that. But then I've done the overalls in 16, 17 and 18.
Yeah.
And I won the overall left arm.
I've got it
went
here.
undefeated.
Smashed it. There was no overalls 2019 in a town called Garstang. Best name for a town. But yeah, I was just having to read here. Men's overall left arm. Smashed it. Tom Holland. Dean Bolt comes second. 2018, 2017. Smashed it. Ryan Francis come second. What was interesting is Neil Pickup come third. What's he like to grip up with?
Right, he's very difficult because he's a heavyweight, but he's got a small hand. So it's really confusing because when I first pulled him, I don't think I've ever pulled him on right arm. That's the only thing. I've only ever pulled him on left twice. First time he beat me, second time I managed to get to him. But right arm, I never pulled him. But his hand's so little, it always gives you a false confidence. Yeah. When you grip him, and then when it's just before the referee says go, you feel the power, and you're like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, he's the real deal. I've watched some things. He's going to be on the show after the WAL series. He makes arm wrestling in a shopping centre exciting. That's how I come across him. There Arm Wars on ESPN on our your Sky TV. We call it Foxtel here, and he was commentating, and it was more interesting. So that was interesting to see that. You placed better than Neil in the overall. You did it again in 2016. And Neil come third again. But that's the one I was impressed with. 2016 at the Crofters Hotel.
In Garstang.
The fucking Crofters Hotel in Garstang. Was that 2016? No, what one am I after? Yeah, 2016 you did it again. Won the 80 kilos and then the overalls. Like, to be weighing 70 odd kilos and pinning heavyweights is unreal. And at 6'3", it's not going to make you look huge. Yeah, I was having a look at all this. I think that's unreal. Unreal that you've done that. Is there anyone in these? I've seen a few names that look familiar here, but is there anyone that you just saw and just went, fuck me, you'd be all right if you weren't shit, and just thought, why have you turned up?
Nah, I've never actually thought like that, because as long as there's a good challenge, I actually don't care about losing, as long as I know I've tried my hardest. But even if I get a bite on these people that I think are a bit out of reach, that's just a massive thrill. If I put the brakes on it, even if they beat me, if I just put the brakes on slightly, I know then that they're beatable and they're not that far off.
Yeah.
So I've never had that self-doubt in my head sort of thing. The only person I did have that with is Craig. But then he's the one that I actually specifically targeted him for like 3 years.
When you beat Craig, how old were you when you beat Craig?
It's 2014, I think I first pinned him. 15, I beat him officially in, everyone believed it basically, in 2015 for the WAL qualifiers. The national qualifiers. Yeah. And I always said as well, I always believed in myself that I had the strength there to beat him. But obviously it's just his hit. His hit is just unreal. A lot of top athletes in the world can't stop that. But then I thought, what happens if I could stop it? So I tried, every time I went against him, I tried all different things, hooking, top rolling, but hooking, like dragging back pressure. But everything I've done, he's just swiping me straight over. He got to the WOW qualifiers, then I thought, well, this is for money now. This is to get to Vegas. I'm going to do one thing that no one ever tries doing. Just fucking cutting forward with him. Because he goes deep in there. So I thought, right, it's worth risking now. I'll just do it. As soon as I put the brakes on him, I'll get that match for you. I'll send it up.
Yeah.
You can actually see it the very first time I stop it. I'm like, yes. And then I'm waiting for him to elbow. As soon as the elbow fouls, I'm saying to the referee, what? That's the elbow foul. What? I'm allowed to pin now, yeah? All right. 1.
Bang.
Just that was... even that, though, I was looking at the referees like, what? Was that a pin? That was a pin, yeah? They're like, yeah, winner. I'm like, oh, all right, wicked. I couldn't believe it. So it was one of their moments. That was really cool. Oh,
mate, just watching some of your matches. I had as you saw the other night, I called a match with you and Teddy fucking Wilson. And like someone in the crowd was calling an elbow foul on you, and you called them out mid-match. It's like, watch his elbow. Elbow's off the table, and you turn and you're like, no, it's not. Lost it. I thought, fucking hell, I'm gonna have way too much fun with this. And yeah, this is like, hey, you're like, strong. His elbow's off the table. No, it's not. Nah. I thought, oh man. Hope I never watch you live. Nah, I'd be in your corner. But nah, those fucking British championships, because I think, like, even though arm wrestling like isn't mainstream, I just don't think people understand how many fucking people are in the country of England alone. So, little fun fact for the people watching: if you ever look at a map, England, Ireland, Wales, and Scotland, the British Isles fit into Australia, in one part of Australia called Western Australia, fits into the left hand of our land 13 times. But there's like 3 times the people just in England over here. So British titles, Craig Sanders was there, Neil Pickup and things like that. So there's some fucking absolutely impressive people to beat. Right, I'm just going to throw, there's no thinking in this next bit. Quick fire questions. First thing you think of, I need an answer.
Right.
What's more fun to compete in, WAL or Arm Wars?
Oh, shit.
If you need to elaborate, we'll go back. I just need quick fire first thing. WAL or Arm Wars?
WAL.
Prefer super matches or tournaments?
Super matches.
EastEnders or Coronation Street?
EastEnders.
Yeah! Doom, doom, doom.
Fans.
Phil Mitchell! That's who someone I'd like to pull. Phil Mitchell, come to the table.
What?
All right. Spider-Man or Batman?
Spider-Man.
Chelsea or Tottenham?
Oh, none. Oh, do I have to choose?
All right. Who is your supporter?
United.
Yeah.
United.
United.
No.
United. Fucking love football. United. Oh, fucking United. Oh, okay. All right. Just ruined it. Last one. How many hard-boiled eggs should Angry Bird suck?
Fucking... He won't even get through one. This thing. He'll break his beak if he tries getting through one.
Oh, that is unbelievable. Well, let's go back. You had real trouble with WAL and Arm Wars. Obviously, WAL's more mainstream, which is ironic because I've seen more Arm Wars on ESPN in Australia. So what are the two like? What are the two atmospheres like?
Pretty similar, but I don't know. The thing with Arm Wars is you're not so much. Well, myself, I'm not so worried so much about the cameras and all that.
Yeah.
In one way, I can be fully. I feel I can be fully focused on Arm Wars, and I'm more familiar with it.
Yeah.
I've done it quite a few times, and it's on the 7x7. But with the WAL, so I say I just thrive off new stuff, and because it's so new, like the style of it, the way the referees are working, even the pads.
Oh, the pads.
And all that go against.
The pads are like jumping castles.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's it. Yeah, that's the only thing about that I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got to adjust to it now. I've been adjusting to it, so it's going to be working good for me eventually.
And what's your thought on everyone's favourite move in arm wrestling, the King's move? What's your thought on the King's move?
Is that everyone's favourite move?
Nah, everyone fucking hates it.
I was going to say, fuck yeah.
Everyone hates it, but someone that pulls at a professional level, for an amateur like me, look, it's in the rules, so I don't mind it. It's a move. You can do it.
Right.
Look shit, but how many times have you seen, like we were talking before, how many times have you seen United kick a goal and in 3 minutes and play defence for 87 minutes? Then you're just like, United won, What's your thought? Because you very rarely, in the matches I've watched, it's not even in your repertoire. You don't even look for it. What are your thoughts on the King's move?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point there. The King's move, everyone slags it off, but not everyone can do it. So That's one way of looking at it. I can't King's move to save my life.
Yeah.
I literally can't. If I end up in the King's move position, I feel like my arm's going to break or my body's just going to pick up. I can't get that anchorage on it properly. But I'm not brave enough to even risk it in a competition.
Yeah.
So, but then you get people that master it, like Michael Todd, for instance. At the end of the day, it's an arm wrestle. People might like it, they might hate it, but there's people that don't like dead wrist press. They think, oh no, you're not arm wrestling, even though you're just pressing, but it's arm wrestling, isn't it? You're still winning. It's King's move exactly the same.
Yeah,
you do what you got to do to win.
Oh no, it is. We all can't have 3.5 minute. Yes, getting into a deep hook and hearing Neil go, they're in a deep hook. Of course that's what we want to watch all the time. But fucking, it's not mainstream. You guys are going to get paid. If you're on WAL and they're like, oh well, you can be entertaining and make $3,000. Give us a couple of top rolls, Tom. Or you can win and make 10 grand with a King's move. I'm doing a King's move. Michael Todd has made a career of it. I love just whenever I do a Michael Todd video and everyone just jumping on. No, what about the King's move shit? Fuck off. It's a part of the rules. Now, if they, say there's no more King's moves and people do it, then I'm like, yeah, all right, well, fucking the Machine Tom Holland's cheating with his King's move. But it's just like, fucking calm down. Oh, fuck off. But then what do we need to do, Tom? You and I, let's brainstorm. Let's fucking work together. Obviously, this is something you're absolutely fucking good at and you want to make it a full-time job. You don't want to be working full-time, training at night, competing on the weekends. What do we need to do? What do we need to do so you can be a full-time arm wrestler? How do we make it a mainstream sport? How do we fucking make it on all the TVs? Because it's an unbelievable sport.
Yeah, mate. Do you know what? Everything we're doing now, everything that's being done now around the world, there's so many different clubs, even different promotions that are just elevating arm wrestling, getting it more mainstream, more and more, especially WAL, PAL. And like I said, exactly everything that we're doing now, like shows like this as well. This is promoting arm wrestling. Like, it's funny as well. Like, you're different from a lot of other podcasts and that, and it's really, people are going to love this show.
Oh, cheers,
like,
mate.
Just kind of, no, honestly, mate, they are. It's going to get a lot of viewers, and it's things like this that's just going to get arm wrestling in general a lot more popular.
I don't think I love it. I love it, and I don't get it. I don't get why it's not bigger than what it is. I partly blame, and it's a very unpopular opinion, my man, and he's the greatest of all time. I partly blame John Baaaanng. I've said it out there. The guy is the best arm wrestler in the world. The best arm wrestler of all time. But we just needed something from him. He went and just won for 25 years straight. But if you watched it, I said it when I was speaking to Blue on the first episode, but when you watch Pulling John, I'm more interested in Travis Baaaanng. So everyone loves Devin Lorette, Travis Baaaanng, and things like that. He was in a prime position. He was pulling Sylvester Stallone. How many times have you seen that movie?
Too many.
Yes! Good. When you people come to our club, there's the first thing I say, I go, have you watched Over the Top? And they're like, no. That's your fucking homework. Not only do you have to watch it, you have to watch it 5 times. I watched it when I was like 7 because it said wrestling on the back and I couldn't read that well. And I love the fake wrestling, the Hulk Hogan, the Andre the Giant, the Ultimate Warrior. And I was like, okay. And then suddenly this guy's driving a truck with a fucking whinging kid that won't shut up. And they arm wrestle on a pinball machine, which was interesting to me because I love video games. And then suddenly Sly comes and fucking pins someone 6'5", 400 pounds.
Twice the size, like.
And pins him with a flat hand. I don't know how many times arm wrestling with my brother growing up because we had no idea. But to pull yourself back in a losing position and then wind up, yeah, Hollywood doesn't work in arm wrestling. But we just need it. We just need this sport. I love that particular people can get paid full-time for arm wrestling. Look, it's not going to be football level and basketball level and things like that. But I think the more people like yourself are able, obviously you can't travel now, but the more people like yourself can travel the world, because then it's like, oh, fuck, Slayer. I used to live up the road from Slayer. Yeah. Beautiful. Fuck, if he can, the guy's 77 kilos pinning 100 kilos, bloke. I think that's something that fascinates me about the sport. We've got some awesome pullers here in Australia. And whenever you go to those Arnold's festivals, I love it. And I'd love to just be fucking hanging out with you because I would see this, slender 77 kilo. But what are you weighing in now?
Lamppost. I'm about 79 at the minute, 80 kilo at the minute.
So a long streak of Dutch shit. That's what you look like. Yeah.
Basically, lamppost.
Yeah. But it's unreal. But you'll come in and you'll have these guys that can fucking bench press you and I together or do a dumbbell curl, and you just hold them. I just think that's Absolutely phenomenal for the sport. Right, I was checking the Ashes score. I think it's 2-2 because I'm going to call the accent game a bit of a forfeit.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, it was. That was a win.
So, I didn't guess your beer. 1-0. I won the sculling. 1-1. Absolutely embarrassed me on my own show. We'll fucking talk about that off camera. No, in the hook press top roll that I just invented. So that made it, what was that? That made it 2-2.
2-2.
It's the last one. So you're on a game show now. I've got my cards here. You're on a game show. It's, how well do you know Tom Holland? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 questions here. The first one's super easy. So every time you get a question right, that's 1 point to England. Every time you get it wrong, bang, go the Aussies. Here we go. Are you ready, Tom Holland?
Think so.
How well do you know Tom Holland? Nice easy one. Question 1.
Really well. 1 point.
Here we go. The Aussie ArmWrestler. We spoke about this before. He did his 50th match on Instagram. And it was a contest between Joseph LeVay and who?
Tom Holland.
That's right, it was you, dickhead. Bang! Tom Holland, of course it was. I was funny. The eye was twitching before. I was like, what's your favourite match? He was like, oh, the one you called with Joseph LeVay. I was like, oh, you fuck, that was my first question.
That was my fucking question.
Almost threw it out.
So, got to think ahead, read into it.
Yeah, I know. I had you there for a minute. That was unreal. Alrighty. Alrighty. Question 2 on. How well do you know Tom Holland? According to the WAL website, what is your weight? You got no fucking chance of answering this. Unless you checked it today, I reckon this was done about 3 years ago.
Oh, fuck. This is out of order. You could have pre-warned me the questions like 20 minutes before the show, so I could have looked them up.
No way, because these are the reactions we want to see.
I'm going to say 78.
Oh!
77.
Oh, so close, but no cigar. The answer is 77.634 kilos. You had no fucking chance of answering that. Damn, there's 3 digits. I couldn't believe it. I was like, cool. Yeah, I was having a bit of a read, and it was Tom Holland, 77.634 kilos. Like, yep, you're not going to answer that. So it's 3-3. 3-3. Question 3. We're going to Arm Wars. Tom Holland versus Henrik Nenez. I couldn't get his last name. I watched it a few times. It was on the left hand. You won. What was the score? Ooh. Should play the Jeopardy music in the background.
That Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sort of music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can I phone a friend?
If you've got fucking time. If you've got time.
I ain't got no friend.
I was about to say, we're arm wrestlers, mate. Yeah. Be a very short. I'll check my phone to see if you call me for the answer.
Do you know, I think I know it. I think it's 5-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's on the money. 5-1. Yes. Killed him. Made him look stupid. Really good match. And I think he was 10 kilos heavier. But you had, and the one, like, I, being a sports fan in all sports, I fucking love nicknames and things like that. And I know Neil Pickup's responsible for a lot of nicknames. And as you've seen on my videos, I make up everyone's nicknames. But you were called Slim Fast on Arm Wars.
Oh, mate, I've had so many nicknames from Neil.
What's the worst one? Slim Fast is pretty bad. What's the worst one he's given you?
All right, you got Slim Fast. You got the Diesel Weasel. They used to go up on holiday in Italy. They come up to me, Keith, Neil, Keith, and Keith's brother, Keith Taylor's brother, Colin. They all turn around. They're like, Tom Holland. Turn around. They're like, that's one Diesel Weasel. I'm like, oh, fuck's sake.
The problem is he's just got the perfect voice for it. So he could come in and go, and it's the shitbag from Slough, and I'd be like, oh my god. The shitbag on TV. Yeah, go the shitbag. Yes. Alrighty, you got that one right. So you're winning 4-3 in the Battle of the Ashes.
Right.
Here we go. I'll fuck you here. How well? Question 4. How well do you know Tom Holland? What was the first Marvel movie you ever starred in?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
No.
What? No. What? No.
It was.
Oh no! Infinity War. Endgame.
No.
No.
Captain America: Civil War.
Oh fuck yeah! Shit.
You don't know Tom Holland
Listen.
that well.
Listen, fair.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I said that with the game shows. How well do you know Tom Holland? I didn't fucking say which Tom Holland. Got you in a false sense of security there, just roped in. But this is the last question. Those played at home, 4-4. It is unbelievable. The tension in my kitchen is unbelievable. Here we go. I've got pots and pans fucking rattling. It is the final question. 4-4. Here we go. 2013 British Championships. Taking you back in time. 7 years ago, right?
Oh, fuck, I already know the fucking question.
You placed... do you want to have a guess at the answer? It doesn't count, but do you want to have a guess at the answer before... It won't count, but if you get it right, I'll give it to you.
Ted Wilson.
Fuck off! Fuck! Teddy fucking Wilson! Yes! Bang! So the question was... you legend. The question was, 2013 British Championships, Tom placed second on the left hand in the 75 kilo division. Who won? And he's got it. Teddy fucking Wilson. There it is, guys. That is unreal. And I can't believe it. I've lost the Battle of the Ashes 5-4. That's why they call him the Machine. And I tell you, you can have fucking bonus points for getting that right. Fucking hell. That is unbelievable. All right, before we wrap up, my man, there's two things you got to do. You got to do for the Aussie ArmWrestler. You've got to nominate someone to be on the show. So let's get that out of the way. Let's nominate someone. And then what I do as a cheeky little fucker is I grab that snippet and go, hey, Tom Holland nominated you. Come on the show. So who's someone that you think would have a bit of fucking banter and enjoy the show?
See how he does against you. Adam Wilmot.
Yeah, you want to reply?
Get on it, get on it, Adam. Let's see your response, see what you got to say. See if you can hack the banter.
Yeah, I'd have some fun with him. Absolutely. He's we'd have some fucking fun. Absolutely. All right, beautiful. So he's nominated. Now, of course, I've been lucky enough that you've seen the Instagram channel. So I need ready. Bang! I need your best impression.
All right. Ready? Bang!
Oh! I quite like that one. I might have a bit of a play around and check Blue's one. Unfortunately, I don't have Mike Allo's one and see who's winning. But that was a pretty good effort. Look, guys, you've got to see. You've got the fucking legend here, Tom Holland. Get on Instagram. His content's unreal. It's T_machine_H. It's phenomenal. Also, go check out his local club because, as we all know, without local clubs, we can't survive. I'm very fortunate. My local club, House of Pain in Melbourne, Victoria. We need these places for a platform. So, Slough Slammers. I'll chuck their Instagram handle in the comments on YouTube. Tom Holland, before we finish up, first of all, Mate, I've had a fucking ball. I've had an absolute laugh, and I knew it when we were chatting and you were more than happy to come on the show. I thought, well, we'd have a fucking ball. That was no issue. Is there anything you wanted to say before we finish up?
Mate, thanks for having me on here. It's been a bloody great laugh. This one of the best ones I've been on yet. Definitely.
Mate.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Legend. I'll be taking that soundbite and fucking flogging it all over the social medias. Guys, everyone that's been watching, you have no idea here in Melbourne, Australia, how much I appreciate everyone's support, but you've got no idea, Tom, how much I appreciate you coming on the show. It's unbelievable to have a high-class athlete as yourself, because it can be pretty hard reaching out to people. Mate, I just cannot thank you enough for taking some time out in your car, having a Foster's, which is unreal, mate. I cannot thank you enough.
Nah, mate, honestly, I've really enjoyed it. I've actually got through the second can now.
Beautiful.
At least I've done it by the end of the show, so it's all right.
You got through to it. I tell you what, if you're ever in Australia and in Victoria in the bottom right-hand corner of the country, mate, there's always a bed here, mate. You don't have to worry about a hotel. I'll take you to events if you ever happen to pull in Australia, mate. I cannot thank you enough for being on the show.
I appreciate that, mate. I'll definitely up coming over there soon, probably sometime next year. We'll get something sorted.
Mate, seriously,
let's get it done.
Seriously, my wife and I would be more than happy. I've got a table out in the garage, plenty of beers in the fridge. You'd be the perfect guest.
That's all I need.
You legend.
Table and beers.
You champion. All right, you legends, thanks for watching. And if you could pin the subscribe button, share it with all your fucking good mates and subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. And I'll see you next time. Ready? Bang!